Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Mr. Bilal Fredi. In this video, I'm going to talk about a clause. Do you know what a clause is? A clause is a group of words which has a subject and a verb, as you can see here. Well, a subject, this is the subject and this is the verb. It has a subject and a verb. As you can see here, this is the subject and this is a verb. Got it? This is a clause which has a subject and a verb. There are two types of class. One is dependent class and the second one is independent class. Dependent class. What is a dependent class? Dependent class is a type of class which cannot give a complete thought. It cannot stand alone. It needs the help of another class. The help of an independent class. So, dependent class has a subject. This is the subject, Ali. And this is the verb, Ali is. This is the verb. So subject and verb. And subject and verb, we have an independent class. But independent class gives a complete thought. Dependent class is always started with subordinate conjunctions. You can use their subordinators. When Ali is alone, dependent class cannot give a complete thought. As you can see here, when Ali is alone, so what? When Ali is alone, so what? Well, it needs the help of another class. He watches TV. He watches TV. This is an independent class. He watches TV. Now the meaning is complete. It can give a complete meaning. Why? Because it is used with an independent class. If you see, this is dependent class. If you get better marks, so what? If you get better marks, so what? What I will do if I get better marks? You can go for scholarship. If you get better and high scores, you can go for scholarship. This is the dependent class and this is an independent class. This is a dependent class and this is an independent class. This class completes the meaning of dependent class. This class, dependent class plus independent class, gives complete meaning. An independent class is also called a sentence because it can stand alone. On the other hand, the dependent class, this one cannot stand alone because it needs the help of independent class. Pretty simple. In dependent class, we use subordinators. In dependent classes, we use subordinators. And independent classes don't need subordinators. They're called sentences. They give complete meanings. They don't need the help of another class. So you can say it that independent class is also called a sentence. They are pretty simple and also really, really important for paragraph and essay writing. You can go for the usage of classes, dependent class with independent class. You can use them so that you can bring uniqueness and depth in a simple paragraph. Thank you. Good luck to you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Mr. Bilal Fredi. In this video, I'm going to talk about complex sentences. There are many students who have problems with complex sentences. They don't know whether a sentence is a complex sentence or a compound sentence. They always confuse simple sentences with compound sentences and compound sentences with complex sentences. They cannot differentiate whether a sentence is a compound sentence or a complex sentence. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use complex sentences. In previous videos, we talked about simple sentences and compound sentences. In this video, you will learn complex sentences. Keep in mind that complex sentences are really, really important for paragraph writing. You can always use complex sentences or compound sentences in paragraph writing. They are really, really important. Both of them play an important role in paragraph or essay writing. You need to always use compound sentences and complex sentences. They can shape your paragraph very well. While writing a paragraph, you must pay special attention to compound sentences and complex sentences. They can help you achieve good marks in paragraph writing or essay writing. As you can see here, that what are complex sentences and how you can use complex sentences or make complex sentences. You can pay careful attention to these structures. As you know better than me that complex sentences are composed of two classes. One is dependent class and the second one is independent class. Dependent class and independent class. You will always have one independent class, but you can have more than two or more than one dependent class in a sentence. Like this one. Compound sentences, complex sentences should be connected by subordinators. You should use subordinators in complex sentences. We have here when. When they won the match, they were very happy. They were very happy. This is independent class and this is dependent class. As I mentioned before, that in complex sentences, one class is dependent class. Dependent class cannot stand alone. Therefore, you need to use another class which is known as independent class. Independent class completes the meaning of dependent class. This is dependent class and this is a connector, or you can say subordinator. This is called dependent class. It needs the help of another class, independent class, and this is independent class. This is dependent class and the second one is independent class. So you can always go for subordinators. Like when is a subordinator, we use an adverb clause of time. The second example, I have learned many things. Well, this is independent class. I have learned many things. This is a sentence. Since I came here, this is dependent class. It cannot give meaning if it is used separately. Therefore, you need to use it with independent class. Since I came here, so what? It cannot give a complete sense. Therefore, you need to use it with independent class. I learned many things since I came here. Since I came here, I learned many things. If you use dependent class at the beginning, then you must put comma in the middle, as in this example. As you can see here, we put comma. We separated these two clauses by comma. Why? Because subordinator comes at the beginning. If you study for exam, look at here, dependent class. It cannot give a complete thought. If you study for exam, so what? If I study for exam, so what? It doesn't give a complete meaning. Therefore, it should be used with independent class. You will get good marks. So this is a sentence, or this is an independent class. It completes the meaning of this class. If you study for exam, so the result of this one will be what? You will get good marks. This is the result of this one. Keep in mind that in complex sentences, we always use subordinators. You should always use subordinators and pay special attention to commas when you use complex sentences. Practice. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Good luck to you.